In this presentation, we will learn about hypertension. Hypertension or high blood pressure is one of the symptomless disease. It has no profound symptoms that may distinguish it from other heart diseases. It mostly occurs when the supply of blood through the vessels is excessive or when the cardiac output is too high, which put pressure on the arterial walls. The reason behind hypertension can also be in response to peripheral resistance, that is, the small arteries of our body. It is one of the risk factors for other diseases like kidney failure, heart diseases, or stroke. The untreated hypertension affects the cognitive functioning, which includes our learning, memory, attention, reasoning, mental flexibility, and other cognitive skills. Now, what are the causes of hypertension? 5% of hypertension is caused by failure of kidneys to regulate blood pressure. Also, cardiovascular diseases are higher in people with low socioeconomic status because such people are not able to afford diseases like hypertension. Study of Smith et al. In 1987 highlighted the genetic factors behind the hypertension. They believe that genetic factors or hereditary predisposition also play a role in the leading cause of hypertension. In their study, they found out that if one parent has high blood pressure, the offspring have a 45% chance of developing it. And if both parents suffers from hypertension, then the chances increases to 95%. Emotional factors also plays a role in the cause of hypertension. Emotional factors like negative affect, experiences of intense arousal, tendency towards anger, either positive or negative, cynical distrust, family or social environment, negative emotional states are also leading causes to the development of hypertension and are most visible in this society. Another most highlighted cause of many disorders and many diseases, including hypertension, is stress. Repeated exposure to stressful events, social conflicts or job stress, crowded places, unemployment, family responsibilities are most capable of inducing high stress reactivity, which ultimately leads to high blood pressure and hypertension. Last but not the least, the cause of hypertension could be psychosocial factor like personality. Suppressed hostility is also associated with high blood pressure or hypertension. Expressed anger under the condition of stress, depression, and anxiety are the leading causes of hypertension. So, how do we measure hypertension? Hypertension is assessed by the levels of systolic and diastolic blood pressure. Systolic pressure is the force developed during the contraction of heart ventricles, and diastolic pressure is in the arteries when the heart is relaxed. Hypertension is measured by the instrument known as sphygmomanometer. Mild hypertension is defined by systolic pressure consistently between 140 to 159. Moderate hypertension is marked by the pressure between 160 to 179. Severe hypertension is the pressure above 180. So the normal systolic blood pressure should be 120, which is considered at normal blood pressure. People at risk of hypertension show less rapid recovery following the sympathetic arousal. They are so affected that they show greater reactivity to stress and slower recovery rate. What is the treatment of hypertension? The most common treatment of hypertension is diuretics, low sodium diet, reduction of alcohol intake, weight reduction, caffeine restriction. These are the common treatment that are advised by all health practitioners and doctors in order to reduce the risk of diseases like hypertension. In the treatment of hypertension, drug treatment is very effective. Drugs like beta adrenergic blockers, these are given to exert antihypertensive effect by decreasing the cardiac output and decreasing the plasma renin activity. Another drug, central adrenergic inhibitors, it, these are used to reduce the blood pressure by decreasing the sympathetic outflow from the central nervous system. Drugs like peripheral adrenergic inhibitors are used to decrease the catecholamine from the brain and adrenal medulla. Drugs like alpha adrenergic blockers, vasodilators, angiotensin converting enzyme inhibitors, and calcium channel blockers are used for treatment of hypertension. Treatments like CBT, which includes biofeedback, progressive muscle relaxation therapy, hypnosis, meditation, exercise, are also helpful in reducing the blood pressure. Aerobic training, deep breathing, imagery, self reinforcement, self calming talk, goal setting, time management, role playing, anger management, etc., can lower the blood pressure reactivity and reduces the risk of hypertension. Let's see how much we have learned in this presentation. The first question is, what is the range of moderate hypertension? So the range of moderate hypertension is 160 to 179 systolic pressure. The range below 160 and 179 is mild hypertension, and the range above this, moderate hypertension, is considered as severe hypertension. Next question is, what is the instrument that is used to measure hypertension? So the instrument that is used to measure hypertension is sphygmomanometer. What is the most common method of treating hypertension? So the most common or the most primitive method of treating hypertension is diuretics. The last question is, does hypertension have any set of particular symptoms? So the answer is no. Hypertension is symptomless, unlike other heart diseases or chronic diseases. That is why hypertension still now remain undiscovered or untreated, which ultimately leads to other severe heart diseases.